Good evening and welcome. I'm James Causey. This is my IL 576. Today I'm going to share with you my action research that I've been working on throughout my master's class at Jacksonville State. There's a continual absence problem that's going on during junior high school. There was several students, the majority of students was missing for unexcused absences, and some of them was excused and some of them was not excused. There's a significant evidence of impact on students' grades. There's several different reasons for absences. It could be illness, could be family emergencies, could be bullying, harassment, or even low self-esteem. Sometimes parents do not make students attend. Okay, the parents are not held accountable, and nothing stops them from skipping. Another reason is if you are a student during junior high school and your parents do not make you go to school, are you going to go? More likely not. So what I've implemented in my action research, as you can see right here, number of absences resulting in failing grades. First thing right here, school year. Around 2011-2012, it was around 3,200 absences with a 69 failing grades. 2012-2013, that was around 2,800 to 38 failing grades. 2013-2014, it was around 3,500 to 60 failing grades. You can see the comparison right here. The lower amount of absences results into less failing grades. So I'm going to prove to you in my action research that absences and failing grades go hand in hand. Average standardized test scale scores based on days absence. Every April, like most schools do, we take a standardized test. If you can see the first chart right here, if you miss 0 days of school, look at the high achievement that you're scoring on the Alabama standardized testing. If you miss 1 or 2 days, you're still way above average, and 3 or more days, you're down there on below average on the failing part of which you don't really fail on the standardized testing, but if it was failing or passing, you would be on the low achievement part. During junior high school, who attend school on a regular basis, they are more likely to have higher test scores and higher grade averages than students who do not attend. So about my action research, what I'm going to do is prove to you this is correct. Research. Many factors influence attendance. It could be socioeconomic conditions. Say if you are low income, poverty level, okay, your parents might be working night shift, or your mom, single parent households, they have to work to survive. And if you are in a low income conditions, you're less likely to go to school, especially if the parent is working second or third shift and you have to get yourself to school. Lack of parental involvement, bullying, food insecurity. A lot of students, only meals they get is at school, so they should be able to want to come to school, but if they're malnourished at home, they feel self-esteem not to want to come to school. Teacher-student relationship. You have got, as an administrator, as a teacher, you got to make the student relationship enjoyable. The students got to be wanting to come to your classroom, wanting to learn, wanting to succeed, to make them have more motivation. We have got to do a great job of wanting them, making them want to be better. As you can see in this next chart, previous student data, we randomly chose 5 students during junior high school that had a failing grade. Okay, we numbered them as student A, student B, student C, student D, student E. On the first part right here, you see student A had 36 absences in all F's for semester 1 in 2013, semester 2 2014, math and reading. Same stuff on student B, C, D, and E. As you can see, the graph had most D's and F's, mostly all F's right here. So, and hand in hand, as you can see, the higher number of absences, the greater chance it is for a student to not succeed at school, at failing grades. Alright, on my plan of action, what we did during junior high school, we came up with a new tardy and attendance policy. What we do is the first unexcused absence, we send a truancy letter home to the parent, okay? The fourth unexcused absence, we send them to early warning. The eighth, with parents excused, while we have to send a truancy letter home with the child, had to get it signed and brought back. And the 11th time with a parent excused early warning is a $53 fine with possible jail if they go before the judge. And a lot of these unaccountable parents, it makes them accountable because you start taking money out of their wallet, out of the purse. They start being, hey, we got to make sure our child goes to school now. Just trying to hold being more accountable to the parents. We also implemented awards and incentives. We have a policy called learning earnings. Every week, the students get learning earnings. Could be based on good attendance. We even do it with behavior too. We do it with attendance, grades. It gives them like a checking account, and so often they can cash in for pizza parties, ice cream parties. Okay, so it gives them a incentive to be there. Exam exemptions in the year. In May every year we have an exemption policy during junior high school. If your child makes the 90 or higher, they can miss 3 days of school. Could be excused or unexcused, and they're exempt from the end of the year semester exams. If they make an 80 or higher, they have 2 days they can miss. If they make a 70 or higher, they have to miss only 1 day. And during junior high school, it's almost like a competition. We have great results out of this. A lot of students make sure they come to school so they can be exempt at the end of the school year. It's a great thing for during junior high school. Documentation. Us that during junior high school, we're doing a better job of keeping up with paperwork, making sure we send out the truancy letters, and holding the parents and the students more accountable. Okay. On table 4, student data collection, this is our findings after our action research. Look right here. This same student A, okay, has 21 days of absence through 3 semesters. Before this, the student had 39. I'm not saying that we made the student smarter, made the student better habits of learning or study habits. What I'm saying is, with 18 less days of absences, this student right here has rose up and has all C's and D's, and before this, had all F's. I think one thing that counts for this right here, just for being at school. If you're just at school, you're making a lot more progress in the classroom than not being at school. If you take 18 unexcused absences and give that student zeros, then you're back at F's. Just that student being there, participating in class, going through the classroom process, he's already got up to D's and C's. Same form for student B, C, D, and E. As this student here went from D's and F's to C's and B's, and tremendously it's because I only missed 9 days of school. The learning experience, what I've learned throughout this action research, is attendance is the #1 cause of grades and poor achievement. Grades increase with more regular attendance. And also, this is the big thing I think right here, is only promote the things that I can control. I can control your household poverty level. I can control how much food your child consumes at home and so forth. But what I can't control is the habit in the classroom. I can make your child want to come to school and have a safe learning environment, which thus makes your child have a higher average in school if he attends school. Things that impact achievement is being accountable. Okay, having the parents accountable, having us at during being accountable, having the student being accountable. Okay, positive learning environment, like I already talked about earlier. Just make sure that we have open arms and making the students want to feel welcome and come to the classroom. And the biggest thing is bridging the gap between the negative effects of attendance and academics. Okay? The standards that I've mastered through here is planning for continuous improvement, and standard 2 is teaching and learning. What I did, I researched and designed a plan, use of multiple data sources, focused on student learning. All right. On standard 3, the human resource development, I set high expectations for myself. On diversity, standard 4, to conform legal and ethical standards, perceive the needs and concerns of others. On standard 5, community and stakeholder relationships, make parents partners, make stakeholders partners, okay? Involve family, community, any chance I get to make them feel more at home with the school. Standard 7 is management of learning organization. Attend to student objectives, identify and organize resources. And last, standard 8, ethics. Professional code of ethics and values, develop well-reasoned educational beliefs, knowledge to understand ethical and legal concerns, and ability to make decisions within ethical context. My next presentation will be about the dress code that I did also in IL 576. At junior high school and at Pelley school system, we do not have a current dress code for faculty members. So starting August 2016, we are going to start this in August 2016. To ensure all employees present themselves to our students, parents, and general public in a professional manner. This is to make sure that the teachers are really a model for students appropriate for success. It makes the public think of us as more professionals in our schools if we dress appropriately. General dress code banners, clothing should be neat. Jewelry or any other outside of the clothing artifacts may also be allowed as long as it's not distractions. And us as teachers and faculty members, we have to understand that we are role models. The students look up to us, so we cannot be above the student dress code just like teachers. So we will make sure we are accountable too. Business casual Fridays or all alternate attire is some days we'll have that on Fridays. PE teachers can wear shorts and their shirts tucked in. Appropriate dress for females. Dresses and skirts are appropriate as long as the dresses are at the right length and the skirts do not have slits in them. Slacks and capri pants, all of that is appropriate as long as the capri pants are below the knee. Low-cut blouses, anything see-through like that is not appropriate. Shoes and sandals are appropriate. Athletic shoes, piercings, tattoos, and hats are not allowed. The hats are not allowed inside the building. Any kind of piercings and tattoos that makes the learning environment disruptive is not allowed as well. As you see on the slide right here, this lady right here has jeggings on, and the jeggings are above the knee, which is not allowed. It has to be below the knee. And the shirt has to go below the knee as well, 3 inches above the knee to make it appropriate. She is not appropriate right there. This lady right here has a dress on, and it's not 3 inches above the knee. It's also see-through, so this is not allowed. This lady right here has a skirt on, and she has everything is approved. There's no sandals going to be allowed, and this is the piercing I was talking about. Anything that's abstract, not the ears or anything like that, but eyebrows, anything that makes distraction to the learning environment and so forth on the tattoos on this little lady's arm right here. Okay, appropriate dress for males. Ties like I'm wearing today is appropriate. It's not required, but if you wear a polo shirt, 3-button-up shirt, something like that, it's appropriate with slacks. No shorts, okay, no t-shirts unless it's one of them Fridays that you can wear a school shirt. Facial hair, the hair length should be always trimmed up. Earrings and visible piercings and hats, do not wear the hats inside the building. PE teachers can wear them outside when they're on the field. This just shows you a graph right here